Hello everyone, myself Professor Jaya Suryavanshi. In this video lectures, the contents I am going to cover, that is the big data technologies, introductions to the Google file systems, Google file system architectures, advantages of the Google file systems and disadvantages of the Google file systems. Now we will cover what is the big data technologies. So big data technologies are essential for offering more precise analysis which may be lead to more tangible decision making, resulting in better operation efficiencies, cost reductions and reduce the risk for the business. To control the power of big data, you would need an infrastructure that can handle and process the huge volume of structured and unstructured data in a real time and can preserve data privacy and the security. So to handle the big data, there are the range of technologies available in the market, like the different vendors such as the Amazon is there, IBM is there, Microsoft is there, etc., which helps to handle the big data. So this big data having the two types. These types classes into used to handle the big data, that is the operational big data and the analytical big data. So we will discuss first what is the operational big data. The operational big data includes a system like the MongoDB that provide the operational potential for real-time related workload where data is mainly captured and stored. NoSQL big data systems are proposed to obtain the benefits of new cloud computing architecture that have emerged over the past decade to permit the huge computations to be run reasonably and efficiently. So due to this, the workload of the potential big data can be managed very easily and also it is less costly as well as the faster to implement. Some NoSQL systems can provide the insight into the patterns and train based on the real-time data with the least coding and without requiring the data scientists and the extra infrastructure. Next technology is the analytical big data. So analytical big data includes the systems like the massively parallel processing database systems and MapReduce that offer the analytical capabilities for presentations of the difficult analysis that may touch most or all of the data. MapReduce offers a new methods of examining the data that is completely to the capabilities offered by the SQL and a system based on MapReduce that can be range up from the single server to thousands of high and low end computers. Operations and analytical big data are completely and normally deployed together. So these are the two technologies that is using for the big data analysis. One is the operational big data and another is the analytical big data. Now we will discuss what is the Google file system. Google file system is developed by the Google to hold the Google increasing data processing requirement. The Google file system is considered as one of the scalable distributed file system, that is a DFS. Google file system is improved to hold the data used by the Google and their requirements of storage like the search engine, which may produce a large amount of data that need to be stored. JFS is also called as the Google FS. The main purpose behind the design of GSF is to hold the Google huge cluster requirement without making the extra load on applications. So in GSF, file can be stored in a hierarchical directories which can be identified with the help of the path name. It contains the metadata such as namespace across control data and mapping the informations and is handled by the master, which communicate with and examine the status updates of each chunk server through the time heartbeat message. So this GSF file having the different features. We listed some features, that is fault tolerance, critical data replications, automatic and efficient data recovery, high aggregated throughputs, reduce client and master interactions because of the large chunks server size, namespace, management, and the logging and the high availability. So now we will discuss the Google File System architecture. This is the diagram for the Google File System architecture. So in the Google File System structure is into the cluster into the computer. A cluster is nothing but the network of different computers. Every cluster contains many computers connected to each other such that it may be hundreds or thousands of the computer. Now the Google File Systems cluster contains the three kinds entities, and these entities are the client. This is your client. Second is the master. This is your GSF master. And third one is the chunk server. This is your chunk server. Okay, this is your chunk server. So we will explain this parameters. That is the first is the client. So the terms client may be any entity which requests the file, requests the files. Request can vary from the accessing and changing the text file to creating the new files on system. The client may be computer or any computer applications. You can consider client as a customers of the Google File Systems. So next one is the master server. The master server is the main server, and it is behave as a controller for the cluster. The job of the master is to maintain the operation log, which keep the track of the activities of the master cluster. The operation log helps out to keep the service disturbance to list. For example, if the master server crashes, a replacement server that has monitored the operation log can take its place. And another job of master server is to keep the track of the metadata, which is nothing but the informations that illustrate the chunks. The metadata inform the master server that chunks belongs to which files and in the whole files where it should be placed. So in the startup, the masters intimates all the chunk servers present in its cluster. The available chunk servers gives the response to the master server, which contain the content of their inventories. From this point, the master server start keeping the track of the locations of the chunk resides in the cluster. There is only one master server active at a time per cluster. That is very effective because managing the thousands of computers by the last server resolve the problem of the traffic jam. So the master serves is not responsible to handle the file data. It can be handled by the chunk server. So this GSF handle the chunk server. Now what is the chunk server? What is the role of the chunk server? Chunk server are the main components of the GSF. Chunk server are the capable of storing the 64 MB files chunk. It's saying the requested change to the client rather than sending it to the master server. So the Google File Systems can copy the every chunk several times, and it can be stored the different chunk servers. Each copy of the chunk is called as a replica. Minimum 3 copies of each chunks can be carried by the GSF by default. But user can also make more few copies of chunk server if they need it. So this is the total working functionality of the Google File architecture. Now we will discuss what are the advantages and disadvantages of the Google File System. So what are the advantages of Google File Systems? GSF provide the high availability and the fault tolerance, making use of the replication. The GSF have multiple well-organized central designs with a single master, and it delivers a good performance for what it was designed. Simultaneously write to the same file regions are not serialized. The replica might have the duplicate data. There is no interleave of the records to make sure the data integrity. Each chunk server confirms the integrity of its own copy using the checksum. Atomic append operations make sure that there is no needs of synchronizations at the client end. No caching removes cache coherence issue, and decoupling of flows of data from the flow of control allows you to use the network efficiently. And parentless chunks are automatically collected using the garbage collections. GSF master obviously services each chunk server with the help of the heartbeat message. So these are the few advantages of the Google file systems. There is some limitations also there. The limitations are, master memory is one of the limitations. If the garbage is not collected quickly, then it can become problems where the files are dynamic. When there is a several deletions operations are performed but not reclaims the storage used by them, then it might become a problems for a new file creations. Second one disadvantage is small files can obtain the small number of chunks, sometimes as well as small as one chunks. This can lead to chunk server storing these files to become the hotspot in case of the several client requests. And another one disadvantage is when the number of writers are increased, then the performance will be slowed down. So these are the Google file systems limitations. Thank you.